Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Mumbocraft server. This is Justin2200 and today is episode number 5. I'm standing here in the nether right now because in the overworld it is storming and the thunder is very loud, unfortunately, but I'm not alone. I'm here with Crazy Whopper, Mr. Muffin Man, and Red Jambo. These guys wanted to join me for the intro and I said sure, why not? So thank you guys for hanging out with me for the minute, and I really hope you appreciate the videos. One of the things that I want to go over before we get into the plan for the day is we hit 10 subscribers on the channel this week, and I really appreciate that. It may not sound like much, and it's probably not a big deal for a lot of people, but when I started doing these videos, I had 1 subscriber. So we're actually at 12 right now, and I haven't checked today, so it may be more. But 11 of you guys subscribed just for the Mumbocraft series, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos because I'm definitely enjoying making them. Now that that's out of the way, one of the things that we're going to be doing today is heading back over to the Guardian farm that I showcased last week. I've done a little bit of AFKing for Photon, and I'm going to go over there and collect some resources so that I can build some sea lanterns. I definitely prefer those as a light source over everything else. There's a new shopping district that has opened up recently, which is called Rip Off, and we are going to be taking a look at that because it's awesome. I haven't had a chance to move my store over there yet, but that may be something that I do in one of the future coming up episodes. Another thing that I had listed on the plan for today was to craft some rails and build a railway system over towards the land where I'm going to be putting my new base. Now, that was very time consuming, so I went ahead and did it off camera. I laid, like, oddly enough, 2200 rails or something like that. And I also found out that minecarts aren't particularly efficient on the server when the TPS is down, so we're actually using boats and packed ice for travel. The rails are just there to keep pigmen from spawning on the path and stopping the boat. But that's something that you'll get to see because we're going to go out there and take a look, and I'm going to show you the land. We're also going to check in on the redstone supply store. I haven't checked in over there yet today. Well, I will tell you guys though, the store's been going amazingly well. Sometimes I'm getting a stack of diamonds a day from it, and I'm not complaining about that at all. That means I don't have to go out and mine quite as much, which has been really helpful because there's so many other things that I'm trying to do. Anyway, one last thing. There's a farm that I didn't showcase last week because I didn't know about it, and I'm going to take you over there today. It's quite possibly one of the most amazing farms on the server. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to watch the video and find out for yourself. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Alright, here we are in the Guardian farm, built by Photon Man, as you can see. Photon, once again, thank you for building the farm. Let's go right around here, go to the storage area. So what I want to do is gather enough materials to craft 2 stacks of sea lanterns, which I believe is going to require 8 stacks of prismarine shards and 10 stacks of prismarine crystals. Still a little bit rusty on the crafting, so I'm still looking things up, but I'm learning, and that's what's important. So okay, that's empty. Let's go down here to the end. Okay, so we need 8 stacks of these. Look at how fast these things are filling up. This farm is amazing. Alright, anyway, 8 stacks of prismarine shards. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And where are the crystals? Right here. I said 10 stacks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I will probably come back over here and buy some more later just to support him. I believe he has finished the store. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look around really quick and see if that's done. I believe there were instructions on how to get there from the main area, so let's go take a look and see. Because I know he was planning on building it, and it's actually, since the last episode, been about 5 or 6 days since I've been over here. So I don't really check up on it all that often. I've been mainly focused on getting things prepared for the new base. Okay. Behind the portal. No, so it's still not done. Well, I guess we'll come back later on in AFK if I need more. Either that or I'll get in touch with Photon and see when he plans to complete the store. If he needs any help, those sort of things. I'll be more than happy to help him. If he's going to graciously donate his time and his resources, I will do whatever I can to help him get things going. So, let's go find a crafting bench really quick, and we will put these together. And then we can get on with the episode. So I'll catch you back in a flash. Alright, here we are by the main spawn portal, and we're going to head over to the rip-off market. So, you guys want to follow right along with me? I'll show you how to get there. So, this area a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, was pretty much empty. Now, if we go back here behind the main spawn portal, we'll follow this nice glass and slab walkway here. It is a little bit long, but I know you guys are patient because this is an awesome market. We'll keep walking along this path, and we'll go around this one last corner and we'll hit the portal. Now, this one clip is going to be a little bit long because I'm going to explore, so you guys will be along for the ride. You'll find out, without actually having to come over here yourself, what all's going on in the market. Alright, so when you first pop out of the portal, these are rules mainly for the people who have shops here. 2 weeks to build. Once you claim a plot, build inside the fences. Some of the plots I've already checked do have fences around them, basically for borders. Light up the area. That should be a given. We don't want mobs destroying this market like we did in the old one. Build facing the road. Once again, pretty common. 2 months of inactivity makes plot available. I really like that rule because we've got a lot of stores in the shopping district, the old shopping district, that they were really great for a couple of days and then the owners just never restocked them, and now it's basically all just defunct. It's hard to find a store in the old market that's actually got any product left. And rule number 5, contact, I guess that's actually rule number 6. Rule number 5, continued. Okay, we'll just do that. Contact a mod beforehand for real life issues. So basically that's going back in. If for some reason you have to be inactive or you lose your patronage because you can't afford it for a month or two, let a mod know. That way your store doesn't get taken away from you. Anyway, let's actually follow this path right over here. This Mesa shop really pops out as the first thing. And this is Tycho1984's shop. So basically it looks like we've just got all different kinds of clay, and I was actually considering doing some building with clay, so this will be a good place for me to come. And it looks like he's actually got some stock, so that's awesome. I'm hoping that this market does better than the original. And who's his next door neighbor? Fort Knox Redstone Emporium. Now, I saw this when they first opened the market, and it's been not open for about a week and a half. This is the only reason that I'm hesitant to move my store. Now, my shop is a store that most people already know about, and I dare say if I move over here to the new market, I'm not going to have any problems, but I'm a fair guy, and yes, while I may be competitive, I don't want to totally steal somebody else's business away from them. So, whoever owns the store is somebody that I'll probably get in touch with. Maybe we can do some kind of collaboration in the future. Who knows? I don't know. Let's check out what's going on in the bazaar here. I think I saw FC Dad working over here in this area. Yes. Family Craft Bazaar. So, this is FC Mom and FC Dad's place. So, just reading here. Give me just a second. Sign should follow the template to the right of this sign. So basically what it looks like is it's going to be a area for smaller vendors to set up different things in. Like if you've only got one product that you want to sell, you can set up in the bazaar instead of opening your own store. So we got random stuff, stack of dark oak, one stack of hardened clay. So that'd be a stack of dark oak for a stack of hardened clay. So this is somebody who's probably in it for the short term, who's just looking to get some hardened clay that they can build with, and then they'll move on to something else. But yeah, it's a really cool concept. It's almost like a flea market, or whatever the equivalent might be in your part of the world. Looks like we've got a couple of built plots here. Whisper Fires, I heard her talking about that on TeamSpeak, and Red Jambo, who you guys met earlier in the introduction. Okay, so Potions by O Bearded One. I believe I saw his store in the old district. What do we have? Weakness, healing, night vision, water breathing. Those two will definitely come in handy. Regeneration, fire resistance, invisibility. Invisibility is a cool one, but I did find out if you're wearing armor, your armor does not become invisible. Alright, strength, swiftness, and harming. And does he have payment guidelines anywhere? I don't see anything, so I'll take that as a no, unless they're out here. Yeah, no, okay. Alright, so O Bearded One, if you're watching this, maybe you should put up your payment schedule in your store somewhere. That way people don't pay you less than what you're wanting. Okay, so Uncle Squid's Mob Drop Shop. I've seen this a couple of times, and I've always been really curious. It could potentially be a good place to get bones, because bone meal's never a bad thing to have. Alright, we got string. String I use a lot of because I make dispensers for the store. Bones, there's some bones. Ender pearls. Now, if I had some diamonds with me, I would buy some ender pearls right now, because those are useful in a variety of different things. Okay, let's go over here and see what the big blue store is. Twitter Inc. Okay. Cactus. Well, that would help if you're building a farm of some sort, especially like a slime farm. Spider Eyes, string. Oh, that's the second store selling string. Brewing kit. Now this is really cool. I actually did come in here and take a look. This brewing kit. Okay, so you pay 3 diamonds for the entire kit. It's not just the stand, it's a whole kit. So you get the brewing stand, you get 32 nether wart, 64 sugar, 64 spider eyes, a whole stack of glass bottles, 5 gunpowder, and some blaze powder, which is a really good deal. It's all the stuff you need to start up. I mean, instantly there, if you go get yourself some soul sand, you've got a nether wart farm. Now, looks like a lot of people in the market are still getting started with putting their inventory. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Looks like a lot of people are getting started putting their inventory in, but it's only been open for a week and a half, 2 weeks at the most. Now, I did come to it a little bit late. I just found out about this a few days ago after I put out the last video. But I've loved the market so far. I've shopped here quite a bit. Probably need to do some more resource gathering because I'm blowing through my diamonds faster than I'm getting them now. Okay. Let's see what Pack Rat is selling in a store called Compliments. Empty. Looks like this store may still be a work in progress, but we'll definitely come back and check on it. Whose store is this? Oh, I wonder if maybe the owner of this store didn't put this sign up to discourage people from buying his items and selling them elsewhere. Okay, so this looks like a lot of stuff that's a byproduct of fishing. And these are probably mostly villager trades, I would say. So, quite possibly somebody in West Town, unless it's somebody who's got their own private farm. But really cool, really cool. I did go to another bookstore. I don't think it was this one, but plenty of shops to check out. May not actually have time today to go through them all, but I encourage you guys, if you're on the server watching, to definitely come to Rip Off and check it out. Now, here's a shop that really interests me. One of my friends on the server told me about Lieutenant Colonel Thorin, and basically what he does is he creates custom skins for Minecraft. And I mean, as much as I love mine, it's just something really basic that I threw together, and I'd love to have something better. But you guys can let me know what you think in the description. But I think this is definitely worth the investment if you're looking for a custom skin to be done, because let's take a look. Basically, you can pay 15 diamonds and he'll make a skin for you. I mean, that's crazy. That's a graphic arts thing. That involves real life work. I mean, that's unheard of. Anyway, close the door, that way he doesn't get zombified. Nether stars. Empty. Kind of expected those to be empty. Nether stars are really hard to get. Granted, people will team up and go kill withers together, but it's really not all that often that someone actually does that. Oh, look. Notification system. Probably a little bit of redstone tied to what I would guess is a trap chest. I'm not all that keen on redstone, so you guys probably know more about that than I do. Max's End and Beyond coming soon. Max has some pretty good products as well, so I'll be watching this plot. Well, let's run around here and see what else we can see. There's still a lot of empty space. That is a very tall ladder that I'm going to come back and climb another day. Trimary. Oh, it's an elytra tower. So I guess you go up there. Maybe it's a store that you can buy an elytra at, and then just coast off, fly away. Me personally, I had somebody give me a mending elytra the other day. I've probably had about 20 or 30 elytras in the last month. Never put one on because it seems like the people who use them die the most often. And I've only got one death. I plan to keep it that way. I'm not on PvP. So, but I'm a very cautious, very careful kind of Minecrafter. No bridge there. Let's see if there's a path down that direction from over here. Wonder if those ladders go up into stores or if they're just there for building purposes. Normally I would just hop in the water and cross over real quick, but that was probably actually faster. Now this entire market was inspired by Lord Rip. I'm not sure if you saw all that in the signs. He's pretty well known. Everybody just calls him Rip. So if you guys like the shopping district, be sure to send him thanks. I did come in here. I actually bought them out the other day when I was building my nether tunnel. And like I said, you guys will have an opportunity to see all that here in a little bit. Super items. Empty. Well, there's one bow. Power 5, punch 2. How does it stack up against mine? Other than punch being one level higher, it's pretty much exactly the same. No picks. Pretty good fishing rods. So if for some reason you haven't got a fishing rod yet, come over here and grab one. They are only 5 diamonds. Oh. Turned around. Well, it looks like things are slowly expanding. I know that's not the portal where we came in at, so we're going to head back the other direction. Like I said, I'm not going to have time to visit all the stores today, so if you want your store featured and I missed it today, please let me know. And I'll come back over and hit it in a future episode, because more than likely you've probably got something that I need. Or at least something that I want. Anyway, let's head back over to the nether portal. Go back into the nether, and we're going to go over to the old shopping district. Whoa. Let's kill these guys first. Nope, let's run. Well, I've never actually had that happen to me. Those guys were fast. Oh my word. Why? I mean, I guess it's considered a feature. Something that's new to me. We didn't really have that quote-unquote feature on the console. Mobs didn't get hit by lightning. Oh, there's... Is that... No, that's not it. And, well, might as well head down this direction anyway. I thought that was the nether portal. It's not. It's right here, actually. Big sign that says off. Anyway, like I was saying, let's head back over to the old district and we'll check on my store really quick, see if we've done any profit over the last couple of days, because I have sadly been absent from Minecraft for at least today. I haven't played since yesterday afternoon. So let's go over there, see if we've done any profit, and check on the stock. So I'll see you there. Okay, here we are at the old shopping district. The portal is right behind me, and I realized I never actually explained to you guys how to get to my store. Some of you might be wondering, so I know I've shown kind of how to get there, but let me explain. It's really easy. So from the portal, when you're looking at the signs, turn right, go right up here, and then when you hit the nether brick, turn left, and we're right down here towards the end on the right hand side. Looks like it hadn't been blown up again. Let's pop in here and see what's going on. Redstone torches. Oh yeah, I did come in here over the last few days and tried to fill up as many of the chests as I could, just to make it look like I was doing something, which, I mean, you guys know I am. I'm working hard on this. So we still got a full stack of redstone torches. Those have never been a very popular item to begin with. Dust hasn't really been either. This chest is still full. Now repeaters, still not full. Comparators have probably sold the least out of anything. Unfortunately, I did go through a lot of trouble to get a lot of quartz, but I can use that for other things because it's a really nice block. Pistons. Sticky pistons I've sold out of twice now, but it looks like there hadn't been much demand for them lately. Hoppers are still full. I've sold out of these more times than I can count. But I haven't really been pushing too much advertisement because I'm considering moving the store. Nope, looks like last day or so hasn't really netted us any income from this place, but that's okay. Let's go back over here then, and what we will do next is go down. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, so you guys have been nice and patient with me so far, take you guys over to this mystery farm that I was talking about in the beginning of the episode, and we'll see what that's all about. So I'll meet you there. Alright, time to get down to it and show you guys this mystery farm that I kept alluding to earlier in the episode. So we're back at the main spawn portal once again. Seems like a lot of stuff starts from the main spawn portal, which is a good thing. We go down this path towards the Wither Skeleton farm, and if you guys need a reference for that, you can check out my episode number 4 video. I give more detailed descriptions and directions on the Wither Skeleton farm. But we're going to head down that general direction because this farm is basically a neighbor to the Wither Skeleton farm, which is just right down here. So turn around this corner, see the pathway turns to brick. We'll go down these stairs, and any minute now the beacon should kick in, so we'll get some nice speed 2 going on. Anyway, as you can see, the Wither Skeleton farm's down here on the right, but if we turn around and look this way, this is the other farm that I was talking about. Now, if any of you guys are big on nether farms, you might actually recognize this. This is maybe a modification of Mumbo Jumbo's Blaze Farm design. I'm not entirely sure because I didn't build it. This was actually built by, I believe, Procrash. Let's hop in here really quick and take a look. Yeah, Procrash built this farm. And one of the reasons that I like this farm so much, okay, nobody's using it good. Let's pop over here and turn that on real quick. And we'll hop up in here. This is basically what you would say the AFK room. And I built one of these on my single player survival world and ended up scrapping the project because it wasn't very efficient at all. I was getting some blaze rods, some experience, but nowhere near what I wanted to run my brewing stands. But I mean, I have been over into this farm a few times over the last 2 or 3 days, and the rates on this are just insane. I could AFK up here for like 90 seconds and I'll have 60 blazes waiting for me to kill. As if you can hear the pistons, each time that piston fires, that's a blaze landing on pressure plate getting pushed off down into the collection area. So let's just AFK up here for a minute, and then we'll hop down and take a look. So I've been AFK up here for less than 2 minutes. Let's hop down right quick and take a look and just see how many blazes have collected for us to kill. Now, take a quick peek into my inventory. See, I don't have any blaze rods or any of that stuff. And I'm not sure if looting 3 affects the number of blaze rods you get for each blaze you kill, but you'll see here in just a minute how massive these numbers actually are. So if we hop down here, and another thing I love about 1.9 is the new combat mechanics allow you to hit a group of mobs all at one time instead of just one. So slice and dice our way through these guys who have collected. See, I'm already up to 10. And it's quite possible that I may end up with a stack of blaze rods just from 2 minutes of AFKing at this farm. Hacking away, hacking away. Alright, one more. There we go. Oh. I ended up with more than a stack plus 17. That is crazy. Let's turn the farm off. Go down here and kill these loners. Maybe not. They wanna be angry at me now. That's the only downside that happens when you turn the farm off. They get angry. So as you guys can see, it's a very incredibly efficient farm, especially for building up your levels, or if you're trying to repair something. Come over here, spend 15 minutes at the blaze farm. It doesn't really take all that much to get your stuff mended and your levels back up. So thanks to ProCrash for building this design. I think one of the reasons that it is so efficient is it's not just one blaze spawner. There are 2 here side by side. So each one of these houses a blaze spawner, and so those are both working in tandem together, feeding into the same spot down there at the bottom. You can see the blazes from this farm come down through here. They get force fed into there. The ones from there just come right down through here, and they both end up in the same collection area. So mad props to ProCrash. This thing is amazing, and I'm really glad that you built it. It's helped out a lot of people so far. Alright. So that's the secret farm that I didn't get a chance to show you guys last week. So what we're going to do now, actually I guess I could go ahead and run with it. So where we're going next is actually in the Nether. We're going to head over to the tunnel that I have built that takes the way to my new base that I'm going to be building. And where did that tree come from? Very interesting. Anyway. So yeah, I've dug out quite a long ways. It's about, I think, 1,300 blocks or so down the tunnel in the Nether, which puts us right about, I'd say, 14,000 blocks away from 0, 0. And it is quite a long path, so I won't necessarily make you guys watch it in real time. Just trying to get over there to where it starts, and then I'll speed up the video. But I'll take this opportunity while we're walking over here just to thank you guys once again for watching the videos and for subbing. And if you have any suggestions about what I can do in future episodes, please let me know. So far I've been getting some good feedback, some different places that people would like me to visit, and I'll definitely get around to those just as soon as I can, because I'm definitely not in a hurry to get this new base built. I'm not even sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. But we come down here towards the end of where everything looks really nice and structured, and looks like this is a path that Rigerman started building, and I just continued it on. And you'll be able to tell, even with the high speed, where it starts my section and where it stops his section. So let's get our boat out, plop it down. Hopefully we don't have any issues, and we'll get right down to it. Alright, here we are at my portal. Now you guys did see about 300 blocks back that way. I did pass by another portal. That was the first portal that I built up, and I didn't like the area that it took me to, so I'm going to leave that open for somebody else to take. It's still about, I'd say 2,500, 3,000 blocks away from where this one takes us. Pick up our boat here and head through the portal. Now, much like the last area that I was exploring into, there are a lot of trees around here. But the main thing that appealed to me about this part is all of the sand. Now, the desert goes quite a good ways, and I have explored a little bit beyond what you can actually see here, but not too much. One of these days, I will eventually go out, probably 1,000 blocks in every direction and see what's beyond the trees. But for right now, I think this is going to be a good spot for me to build my base. I've got sand. Sand is always a valuable resource to have, and I dig down and I can get some sandstone. And I had originally thought that maybe this was the entrance to some kind of temple, but no. I think it's just a cave. Well, that's quite okay, because that may give us some other options that I wasn't thinking about initially. And I've already gone and lit up the area, because the last thing I want to do is spawn in and have to deal with creepers trying to blow me up or skeletons shooting at me or whatnot. But if you guys have any suggestions for the base, I'd love to hear them. I was originally thinking about going with something medieval, like a big castle with a keep in the middle, but I'm not sure about that yet. That's still something I'm considering. The other thing is, I was considering doing like basically a big circle. Possibly put it underground. Once again, not sure. It's just one of the ideas that I've had. If you guys like one or the other, let me know. I might even bring somebody else in to help me build it. One of the things that I was considering was actually having somebody be my base mate. It would be great if that person was a fellow YouTuber, but that's definitely not a requirement. If one of you guys are watching and you don't have a permanent base yet and you're interested, shoot me a line. I'll be more than happy to sit down and talk with you about the details. One of the things that I love about being on the Mumbocraft server is that there are so many different people that I get to interact with on a day-to-day basis. I've gotten to know a lot of you. As far as I know, there's nobody on the server that hates me yet, so that's good. Maybe I rubbed you wrong once or twice, but if I did, it's not my intention. I apologize. I'm just here to have fun like the rest of you. So yeah, leave me a line, let me know. But let's head back into the Nether, and we're going to close this episode out. Welcome to the end. If you guys didn't know how to get here, even though I explained it in my last video, go down towards the Guardian farm, and instead of turn left, turn right, go down the path, hop through the Nether portal, and then hop through the end portal. Now, I am looking down here for a very good reason. I really don't feel like aggroing any of these guys. Not to say that I couldn't take them. I do have my armor on good. Okay. Anyway, there has been some developments since the last time I came up through here. I believe there is an Enderman farm around here somewhere. I'm not going to explore for that just today, but quite possibly in a future episode, especially if I get to the point where I would like to get some Ender Pearls. No need to really have any Eyes of Ender. Well, I guess if I want to make some Ender chests, I would need Eyes of Ender, but that will be something that I worry about later. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Mumbocraft. My name is Justin2200, and I will see you guys in the next episode.